My name is Janelle Riddick, and I'm the founder and director of Walk In It Incorporated. It is time again for Give Local 757. A couple hundred nonprofit organizations come together to raise funds, and we are excited and looking forward to your support again. For over 13 years, our organization and team have positively impacted the lives of thousands of girls and women. Your giving helps us continue to fulfill our mission of developing holistically healthy girls and women academically, socially, emotionally, and physically. Your giving helps us to mentor and develop hundreds of young girls throughout 6 school systems in Hampton Roads. Your giving helps us award college scholarships, encourage women to fulfill lifetime goals. Thank you in advance for your continued support as we impact lives one step at a time.
I can truly say I am a better person because of this program. I believe now I can stand up and be bold instead of this shy, soft-spoken girl that people know.
I am a lady. I am a lady. 10 ladies of distinction rules are:
be confident in yourself.
Respect yourself and others. If you have to plot, it's a knot.
Guard your heart.
You get what you accept. Learn from your mistakes. Set the tone. Choose your friends wisely.
Don't settle for less.
I'm a lady of distinction.
I am proud to be me.
I walk confidently knowing that greatness lies within me. I am strong and I know that others' opinions of me don't make me.
I set high standards and strive for the best, knowing that I deserve nothing less. I am a lady.
I am a lady. I am a lady of distinction.
I am a lady of distinction.
Of course, additional resources are always needed and welcome. So please know that whatever you contribute tonight allows us to make significant impact in the lives of others. From after-school mentoring sessions to academic support to awarding scholarships, your giving counts. There are several amazing people who are joining us tonight, both in our limited live studio audience and also our wonderful larger virtual audience. With us tonight, we are excited to have our benefit auctioneer specialist, Miss Naomi Lewis. Naomi Lewis is a working ambassador for your cause, who is passionate about making a difference in the world. She brings energy and excitement to your fundraising events to help you raise even more and maximize your efforts. She's a graduate of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, an active member of the National Auctioneers Association, and is currently pursuing a master's degree in philanthropy. Welcome, and we're so glad to have you. Strategic fundraising, and philanthropy. For all of you, just in case you're not familiar with our platform tonight, we're using a platform that's called Paybe. Hopefully by this time you've discovered the chat, and so if you have your phones out, you can say hello to those who are joining us virtually, and those of you on site can even wave to each other. Feel free to drop an emoji and share all of the information that we have going on. We will have what we called a Fund a Need, which is our time which will happen a little later in the evening. But if you feel inclined to give at any point, you will see on your screen a green donate button. You can click that at any time and it will bring up the donation feature and will walk you through the process. Shirley Chisholm said, "You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas." I'm excited to say that what started off as an idea in 2003 now celebrates impacting the lives of thousands of girls and women. Numerous scholarships awarded, communities strengthened, and incredible supporters like you. Here we are. Again, welcome to our Next Steps Gala, and thank you for supporting us as we positively impact the lives of others one step at a time. You know, I fondly remember the early days of Walking It, and it has been an amazing journey watching thoughts, ideas, and dreams turn into success stories, new paths charted, and numerous lives impacted. Before we discuss our next steps, let's take a few moments to go back to some of those first steps.
From the lounge of my college campus, the University of Richmond, in 2003, my junior year, I knew that I wanted to be able to enact long-lasting change in the lives of people. And then it came to me, Walk in It. How can I help people to identify who they really are, but then help them find their purpose, then give them the support, the empowerment, and the tangible tools to make their dreams a reality? Sounded kind of like a lofty task, right? But I felt like that was my mission, to help others find and operate in their mission. That's when Walk in It began. I did not then know that we would be here for almost 20 years later, seeing parents empowered, women entrepreneurs, young women from our Ladies of Distinction program paying it forward and being part of our organization and launching organizations of their own. Wow. We are incredibly humbled, blessed, and grateful for a wonderful team, for supporters like you, who from the beginning saw this vision, believed in me, believed in our mission, and believed in our purpose. I am where we started our first Ladies of Distinction site in the 2007-2008 school year, 14 years ago. There was a library of about 16 young ladies who were part of this pilot, did not know what they were in for, but they came into the library here at Franklin High School with so much excitement. And I'm glad today, as we're celebrating all of our steps that the organization has made as a whole, but it's always important to go back to that first step. I remember coming into the school and I would have my goodies with the activities. I would have some snacks, Capri Suns, chips. They were so appreciative. And we would have snacks. We would have games and activities. They never knew what was going to be in my bag. And for week to week, they came and were eager and ready to learn. So welcome to our first steps. Come on, join me. Welcome to Franklin High School, where we kicked off. And now 30 sites later, Ladies of Distinction all across the state are being empowered, are learning about holistic health, and it's because of your support. Let's look at where the first step started. Welcome to the library. This is where it began. The 2007-2008 school year proved to be a pivotal year for Walking It Inc. as an organization, but also for the first Ladies of Distinction site. I can still remember that first group of 16 circled up, ready to learn, ready to be empowered, welcoming me, even though at the time they didn't quite know what they were in for. But it proved to be a wonderful experience. It proved to be one we were able to empower and make lasting impact on the lives of so many. Fast forward 14 years and over 700 Ladies of Distinction later, we're still moving forward and walking in it.
In that library at Franklin High School, there were 16 eager young women. And I am so excited to have one of the original Ladies of Distinction with me. And so tonight we're going to talk to her and kind of get some up close and personal from one of our originals. So thank you so much. In your busy schedule, thank you for being with me tonight. So as I mentioned, you were part of that first Ladies of Distinction group. And can you tell us, what was that like? What was your experience in Ladies of Distinction?
So I remember most of our meetings in the library, I used to look forward to every Thursday in the library because there was always a burning question that I just wanted to get answered or something that I wanted to address. I remember my favorite thing was the question box because I wanted to it was anonymous and you could just put your questions in the box and then Reverend Janelle would answer them throughout the program. And I just loved how you never judged, you always were honest, and you gave us the best advice. I still have some of our takeaways, and I still remember like guarding my heart and make sure I'm always walking in it. And so those lessons I still keep with me to this day. And I've taken what you've given me and I've like poured into others, like my sisters, like younger girls who are like looking up to me, trying to become nurses. And I gain motivation from you to do those things as well.
Excellent.
We are so delighted and feel so blessed that since that time, we've had an opportunity to expand to 6 school districts, meaning that each month we get an opportunity to empower a minimum of 30 locations. That's about 700 young ladies, grades 4 through 12. It has been our joy and our honor, but you never want to forget where the first step began. And with me today is Mr. Travis Phelps, who's the principal here at Franklin High School. Mr. Phelps has been so supportive of our organization. I remember when we first came in and we were doing some work during the day with some of the students, we actually were able to use this classroom. We needed space, and so he freely welcomed us to use this classroom in those moments. And then after school, space was made available for us. And then certainly as an administrator here at Franklin High School for going on 9 years now, he's been so supportive of our ladies, the community as a whole, but also our organization. So we're so grateful. So thank you, Mr. Phelps. I know this is a busy time of the year.
No, thank you. We appreciate you coming. We're proud that we were where it all started.
Yes.
We're proud of the young ladies and young men, because if you remember, Reverend Riddick worked with a group of young men at the time too, Men on a Mission. So
yes.
But we're proud of what they have gone on to do since Franklin High School, and you were your whole team was a big part of that. And we're just proud it all started here at Franklin High School.
Yes, absolutely. It's important as we go back and we talk to some alumni, you'll hear from some of them later on in the evening about their experiences. But is there any particular impact, Mr. Phelps, that you can see that the organization or the program made here at Franklin High?
Well, I can just tell you that our young ladies that were a part of Ladies of Distinction, and Miss Pat still keeps it going for us, so we appreciate that. We can tell that they have definitely benefited from the program by the way they carry themselves, by the way they take their schoolwork seriously, by how they represent their school and community. It has made a huge impact on Franklin High School students and the whole city of Franklin. So we appreciate it. We're very supportive of it.
Yes.
And like I said, we're just proud that it started here under your leadership.
Thank you so much. And we often talk about the fact that it takes all of us working together. And so this is a wonderful example of how community, administration, parents, all of us coming together really help to undergird our communities. And so, Mr. Phelps, thank you so much for your continued support. And thank you for navigating this unique school year to make sure that all of your students have been successful. So, again, here we are in the library, Franklin High School, and we appreciate you so much.
And we appreciate you to keep on doing your thing, and anything we can do to support you, just let us know.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right.
Significantly impacted our programming, significantly impacted all of our lives. Our programming, of course, had to change, and so we shifted to Zoom meetings and drive-through meetings just to wave in and check on our girls and check on our participants, just to make sure everyone was doing well. Our annual gala was something we had to cancel last year because we weren't able to pivot and still do it in the way that we wanted. But this year, we have adjusted like the rest of the world, and we're able tonight to offer you a virtual event. And so while many of you are joining us virtually, and thank you so much for sharing your evening with us, maybe you're dressed up right there at your homes. There is a live studio audience here with me tonight. And so I want to just pause and take a moment to thank each of them for being here and recognize a few of our special guests. My mother is here, Elsie Whitfield, so I certainly want to honor her on tonight. And I know that my father, Joe Whitfield, is looking down and smiling upon us as well this evening. I certainly also want to acknowledge and show significant gratitude to my mother and father-in-law, Dr. and Mrs. Dwight and Vera Riddick, who share with us and who are the wonderful hosts of this beautiful facility that they so graciously always allow us to use. To our board of directors, one of the most incredible, hands-on, hardworking board of directors you will ever meet, thank you. To our Walk In It team, members, and volunteers, we appreciate you and thank you for being here on tonight. Also, we have with us at one of our head tables, the family of Mrs. Sandra Smith. You'll hear a little bit more about her later, but her husband, Mr. Michael Smith, along with her daughter, Sister Shannon Smith Harris, and 2 of her grandchildren are here with us tonight and will help present the scholarship that bears her name. So once again, to each of you, we thank you for being with us. We don't take your being here lightly or for granted. We know your time is valuable. Well, let's go into our next video as we continue the journey of impacting lives. Walk In It is comprised of multiple components. We have our Ladies of Distinction program, which you've heard a lot about tonight. We also have our Walk In It Women. Every year we have a women's conference where we seek to continue to empower women to operate in their maximum potential as well. In addition to LOD and our Walk In It Women, we also have Raising Excellent Daughters, where we endeavor to come alongside mothers and parents in general to help them instill lifelong lessons in their daughters. With all that's already on your plate as an excellent educator, as a parent, we know that you're active in your community, active in your church. With all that was on your plate, what made you also lend your time to be a part of Walk In It?
I began to see the things and the impact that it had on the women who became a part of it. And I knew that I wanted to be a part of that program so that I could give back to my community as well. Young ladies and young women always need guidance. And I know that I've always had some powerful women in my life who guided me, who directed me, who corrected me. And I saw that in you as a young woman who was doing that for our young ladies in our community. And I thought it was so valuable so that not only for our young ladies, but you reached out to women and you made us as women believe that we had value, we were important, and that whatever we did and whatever we took on for ourselves was something that was worth taking on. And so it made us love ourselves in a different way, which was really important for me. And that's really the reason that I stepped in, because I wanted to be able to impact others' lives as you have impacted my life and those other women who have been a part of Walk In It.
What made you decide to add one more thing to your plate?
Actually, I saw what it did for my girls. My oldest daughter was in it first, and just the passion that everyone gave her, the love that was there. I could see her come home, and she was excited about something to do that wasn't just something to do, but it made her feel like she belonged to something that was really important to her. And the way that we were raised is if something is important to my girls, it's important to me as well. And I wanted to be actively involved. And just in coming into the program, just seeing the things that you were doing, you know, with the girls and the people there, they had that passion and that drive. And it made my daughter want to go every day to school, and it gave her something to look forward to.
Layla is a recent graduate. I'm talking recent, like a few days ago. A week.
I think it's been a week now.
A week ago, okay. She's a graduate of Christopher Newport University, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And we know that you were part of the Ladies of Distinction program at Southampton High School. And so can you talk a little bit about what your experience was like in the organization?
I think it's interesting, like going into high school, I had already known so much about Ladies of Distinction, and everyone was like, so what is it about? How do I join? How do I become a part? And I was just like grabbing everyone that I could to just come on. I'm like, y'all, this is going to change your life, because there's so many things that I don't know if I would have been able to get through if it hadn't been for Walk In It and for Ladies of Distinction. You know, I've seen our relationship grow more and more every day. And this woman right here is the reason why I can be a Lady of Distinction, because she has shown me everything. And thank you for pouring into the both of us.
We talk a lot about our Ladies of Distinction programming, but we are so blessed to be able to offer multiple programs under the Walk In It umbrella. So in addition to Ladies of Distinction, in our women, we also have a program called RED, which stands for Raising Excellent Daughters. And so we're fortunate to be able to continue that work as well. Whether it's programming and meetings, meeting people where they are, and offering customized programming, we're able to address the multiple needs of people in real time. Well, at this time, I'd like to welcome up our benefit auctioneer specialist, Ms. Naomi Lewis, and she is going to walk us through our funding need, which will allow you to continue these next steps that we will share with you on this evening. But don't forget, we also have a live auction coming up that you can engage and have some fun with. And so we want you to enjoy the evening. And so let's welcome up Ms. Davis, and she's going to Ms. Lewis, and she's going to officially allow you to support with our funding need. Ms. Lewis.
You have heard from participants, parents, administrators, and members of the staff about how Walk In It has touched their lives. Later, you will have the opportunity to see the next steps of Walk In It and the upcoming initiatives. Because of your support, Walk In It has been able to develop healthy lives in communities one step at a time. Will you help us to reach the next steps? Your giving will help us reach more ladies. Your giving will help us empower more women to embrace their leadership potential and rise above challenges. Your giving will help us support parents as they help their children to become successful, holistic young women. While we celebrate what has been done, we know with growth and with a larger reach, there comes a larger need, increased resources and increased staffing. As you can see, your dollars make a quantifiable change as young ladies become confident and become our next leaders. Will you be a part of raising our next generation? Will you be a part of helping families? Will you be a part of our next steps? Our goal this evening is to raise $75,000, and we are inviting you to do this with us. Now, when you look at your telephone or your pad or your computer, however you're connecting tonight, you will see two buttons. One button will have the current level that I'm asking for, and the other, just in case you want to give at a different amount, we encourage you to do that as well. We're going to go ahead and start our giving at our first official level. But before I do that, I need to recognize one person or one family who has generously agreed to give at the $10,000 level. And that is the Smith family. They are going to start us off this evening at $10,000, and I think that is worthy of applause. So please celebrate them and thank them for their generous donation. Now we will go on to, if there's anyone else who feels like they'd like to join them at that level, please feel free to do that. If you're in the room, please raise your hand. If you're online, I'll see that online and will recognize you as well. Something else I'd like to encourage you all to do is to use the chat. And when somebody makes a donation, celebrate them. Technology is fun. There we go. Right. Our first level of giving is $5,000. At the $5,000 level, you can fund an entire site of Ladies of Distinction. At this level, they want the programs ready to go most times so that they can just come in and start delivering services. These services are given to young ladies from 4th to 12th grade. Your giving at this level funds the entire site for an entire academic year. And that also includes summer enrichment. Is there anyone who would like to give at the $5,000 level. Again, to do so, if you select the green button, that will activate your donation at that level. If you want to give at another level while I'm going through this, please feel free to do it. I'm going to start high and go low because the goal is for me to reach a level where everyone's heart is touched and they feel inspired to give. Is there anyone at the $5,000 level? While you're making those donations, we will go to the next level, the $1,000 level. At $1,000, you are able to sponsor 4 ladies of distinction for an entire year. They are exposed to a year of learning, exposure trips, and academic support. Is there anyone who would like to join us at the $1,000 level? I've been told that we have a few people who have made a commitment to do that, and I'd like to go ahead and recognize them now. The first one is Elsie Whitfield, and let's give her a round of applause. And is there anyone else joining her at the $1,000 level? Thank you very much. And your name, sir? Pastor and Mrs. Riddick, thank you very much for your generous donation. And is there anyone else at the $1,000 level? Whether you are here in person with us or virtually, please go ahead and make your donation now if you'd like to give at that level. I understand that Denise Good will also be joining us at that level, so let's give her some appreciation. Now, if you're online, go ahead and drop them some love or drop them some emojis in the chat and let them know that we could not do this work without them, and we thoroughly appreciate what they are doing. Now, some of you may desire to give at the $1,000 level, but maybe you need to spread that out over time. Making that full commitment tonight isn't what you're quite able to do, but we know that no matter how you do it, that you are making a difference. For just $84 a month, you are able to donate $1,000 for the year. If you would like to make a pledge of $1,000 over the course of a year, go ahead and select the black button, Pledge Other, and put in $84. We're now going to move to our next level, which is $500. At $500, you can support 2 ladies of distinction through the entire year, enabling them to have an entire Ladies of Distinction experience through after-school sessions, leadership events, and academic support and summer enrichment. $100 allows them to participate in a variety of activities to enhance their experience. If you'd like to give at the $100 level, please select the green button and you can make your donation now. If I have not mentioned an amount that is meaningful to you, please select the other button and go ahead and make a donation at that level. Is there anyone at the $100 level? I would like to acknowledge Kim Lee. I saw that you donated a little bit earlier. Thank you for your $50 donation. I hope that I'm pronouncing this name right. Aurelia Williams donated $50 as well. Thank you so much for your donation as well. I do see some donations coming in. Let me see if I can read them here off of my iPad. I see them on the monitor back there, but it's a little bit small for me to see. Can you enlarge that for me just a little bit there? No, I didn't ask Siri to do that. We just want to thank you for all of your donations so far. We are making great progress. Oh my gosh, we are almost halfway to the goal. We are at $31,605. Thank you all so much for your generosity so far. I'll be back with you for the live auction shortly. And I'd now like to turn it back over to the Executive Director, the Reverend Dr. Janelle Riddick.
All right. Thank you all so much for your generosity. We certainly appreciate it. And please know that it will be used to exponentially impact the lives of girls and women, and also strengthen parents as they come alongside of their daughters as well. So thank you so much. At this time, we would like to give a few awards and incentives to those who are in our chat on today. And so we know that there were a host of videos that we played earlier in the evening. So we hope you were listening to those. So what we would like for you to do is I'm going to ask a question. And if you are in the chat, you can answer the question. Now we have a few chat ambassadors or chat cheerleaders who are already there. They are poised and watching. And so if you answer the question correctly, then they will declare you, our chat ambassadors will declare you the winner, and we will be able to send you a gift card. A gift card will be coming your way. So thank you for participating and for listening to parts of our journey tonight. So are you ready? We have just a couple questions and then we'll continue with our evening. So the first person to answer correctly in the chat will be declared the winner. All right, our chat leaders are ready. The first question is, during what school year or school term did the first Ladies of Distinction session begin? During what school year? And you can type it in the chat. You can type it in the chat if you are chatting with us. Go ahead and type it in the chat and we will declare that winner. I know many of you were listening, and I know that we have some of our alumni out there tonight, so I know you all know. All right. If you put the 2007-2008 school year, you are correct. The 2007-2008 academic year was the year it was launched. So our chat ambassadors will declare the winner, and we will be able to get your gift card to you. All right. If you weren't the first one for that one, there's still an opportunity. Here we go for the second question. The second question is, how many school districts, not necessarily schools, but how many school districts throughout Virginia does the Ladies of Distinction program currently serve? How many throughout the state? How many school districts? Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. How many school districts? If you put 6 and counting, we currently serve over 6 school districts, 30 Ladies of Distinction sites. Yes, very good, very good. One last question, and then we will continue with our evening. One last question. In addition to our Ladies of Distinction program and our WIT Women, Walk In It has a parenting program, a parenting component where we seek to come alongside parents to help them to support their daughters. And it's called RED, but what does RED stand for? What does RED stand for? What does RED stand for? Because of course our colors are pink and black, but we do have a program called RED, R-E-D. What does it stand for? If you answered, I see several people, you got it. You all got it in the chat. Excellent. The correct answer is Raising Excellent Daughters. Raising Excellent Daughters. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Our chat cheerleaders have documented who was first in each of those, and we will make sure that your gift card is sent to you. So thank you so much. And that's why you registered to come on site, whether virtually or here, so we can make sure we can get that to you. That was fun. Thanks for participating. Now let's bring you back into Walk In It's journey. Success stories, getting results, and seeing mindsets change are really what it's all about. We want to be able to help improve mindsets. Join us in hearing firsthand a few more stories of what has helped make Walk In It and its multiple programs really stand out. With any successful organization, it is the people who help and lead who make it a success. We have some of the most amazing site coordinators in Ladies of Distinction that make the program thrive and then make our young ladies successful. What particular impacts have you seen in either your ladies as a whole, or if there's an individual story that kind of resonates with you?
One of the main impacts that I have seen from the girls is the leadership, that how they step up,
that there were some instances where girls were very shy, very resonant about talking in front of people, and that having the opportunity to do team building activities, just many of the activities that we participate in has brought them out of their shells. And I really love when I see them walking in the hallways and they just acknowledge each other, knowing that you're a lady of distinction, and that leadership when they even take on their own sessions, that they prepare the sessions for us sometimes, and probably something that I wouldn't have ever thought of doing, that they thought of doing it, and there's collaborating with one another. Very creative and critical thinking, some of the skills that I have noticed in them, and that they have really stepped up.
I remember right before the pandemic hit, two of the young ladies texted me and said, "Ms. Vaughn, I know that we have, to stop school, but is it possible that we could still do something with LOD?" I'm like, well, the government has shut things down. We're not going to get in trouble. That's one thing that we teach, to obey the laws of the land. So we had to get really creative. And I'm saying, well, I know everything is Zoom. I'm not for sure if you guys wanted to do Zoom or not. And the girls was like, we'll do it. We'll get on. And they get on every week. Even sometimes when we're not having a regular meeting, they like to check in. They like to know that somebody cares. And so you have instilled in us as like coordinators to make sure that we show that we love each other and we care for each other. And the girls look forward to that. They're beginning to care for other people. They're beginning to say, hey, you may want to join this group because this is the group to be in. This is the group that it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter, what you think. This is the group to be in. So we're very appreciative of that.
So I would say that impact from there is seeing the growth in their mentality, in their academics, and just seeing them evolve as a person. One of our young ladies that's here today, she will tell you that she's not the same person she used to be. She knows how to handle herself. Her mental health is important. They know how about self-care, taking care of themselves, but knowing to prioritize. And the principles that you teach and the examples that they have seen and heard allows them to do that. So that impact of them just growing as individuals, once again, I'm giving them information. Are they going to apply it? Am I going to see how it takes place? Because sometimes we can plant the seeds, but we don't see them grow right away. But through LOD, certain ones we do get to see.
I would say people that didn't speak out, speak out. People that didn't have anything to do, found something to do. I would use our biggest event, the Black History Program. That was really big for us because although we use Ladies of Distinction, our group, I'm sure there were other students that desired to be a part of our group, but because we were just starting out, we did limit it. So what we did was we combined our group with the cheerleaders. So they were just like us. And we're at a diversity school, so we have, different cultures. So that was one of the biggest things. Some of the students didn't believe that they could dance, but they danced. The model was another big one. It was something that they did have to remember because it was a part of the program.
Yes.
But I had a moment today because I reached out to a student to ask her the student questions. And one of the things she said was remembering the model. You start to memorize it and you believe what you're memorizing. And it really built her confidence up.
I think it gave them a sense of belonging because they were part of that group and they would walk around the school with their shirts. Oh, they were something else. So I think that having that community within the school building, and also they had support from myself and Ms. Bynum. So we were not their teachers, but they knew that if they needed anything, they had two other people that they could go to.
Can you kind of sum up what your experience with LOD has been like?
Okay, I was thinking about this question for a while, and really, there's no words to describe LOD unless you have been in it, really. Each site is different because it's different people, different ages, people graduate and new people come in. But one thing that's the same about like each group is always positivity, no matter where you're going, no matter every time you walk in the building or that room or that meeting, or if we having one of our galas or our meetings or anything like that, it's always positivity, never negative energy. The experience is just, I don't know, it's just unforgettable. I think it's the word, yeah.
Well, this organization has made a great impact on my life. It has especially raised my self-esteem and made me even thoughtful of the other people around me. And I have learned very valuable lessons and quotes. My favorite quote is, if you have to plot, it's a knot.
Yes, it is interesting because I actually had a session a couple days ago with some of our graduating seniors at Southampton High School, and that was one of their takeaways as well. I said, you're getting ready to go to college now. What are you taking with you? And that was the whole table almost in unison said, if you have to plot, it's a knot. And I said, okay, well, something is sticking, right? And so we're grateful. If you join the group, you'll find out that it's really a sisterhood. And I was like, this would be really, really good for just me to find other friends and stuff like that as well. But also, I have never heard of a group that is in schools and they actually want to build young ladies into women. Like, I've never heard of a group like that. And I was like, maybe I can make history just by being in that group, or maybe if I want to build a group like this when I'm older, I have to join it. So yeah.
One of my favorite things about the retreat was when we did the index cards, and it was about writing something nice about someone you don't know, or say something like positive to someone you don't know. And you never know how far positive affirmations can take someone, especially you never know what someone's going through. So just saying something nice and positive to someone can go a very long way. And that was something that really stood out with me at the retreat that time.
Wow, the mailboxes. Oh, my heart, my heart, my heart. So of the most memorable moments of our Ladies of Distinction tenure so far has been the annual spring break beach retreat. I'm telling you, I think some ladies join the organization just to come with us for these beach retreats. On spring break, we would get a house, and we started in a smaller house, but we continued to grow as an organization grew. And I remember, pulling up to one of the realty companies, going in to get the keys as the girls eagerly awaited on the school buses for us to get the tickets. So we're taking you on this journey with us. Here we go. We're going to the beach.
The girls would never know which house was ours, but we would pull up and they would be so excited. If you can imagine with me, them running off of the bus, running into the house, claiming their rooms. This was their reality for a week, to be empowered and also to learn valuable lifelong lessons. The annual retreat. Yes, the beach house was fun and we had great food. But it was also a wonderful time of empowerment, practical instruction on how to achieve your goals, how to overcome the obstacles and difficult situations that can and oftentimes do arise. When those young ladies left that house each year, they knew they could accomplish anything. Your giving helps us to continue activities such as this, exposure trips. We at Walk In It Inc. firmly believe in empowerment through exposure. And so your giving helps us to continue to not just have the beach house retreat, but also take our young ladies to the theater, to the opera, to different college campuses so that they can see a world and a community beyond their own. Thank you so much for your giving.
That's so exciting. And so we are grateful for that. I do want to pause for just a moment and allow our on-site, what I refer to as our live studio audience, to greet our virtual audience so we can all know that we're in this together. We know that we're not out in the typical area where we have all the schools represented. So we were able to have some representation from sites. But if we can take just a moment, and I'm going to ask if our camera crew will help coordinate this with me, because we are live in living color, but we want to be able to allow our on-site guests to greet those of you who are virtual. And so if you walk in, just wave to it's like the Academy Awards, right? Golden Globes. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. I must admit that while we have been going back and interviewing alumni and remembering some of those first moments, I had to take a moment myself with my eyes kind of full and my heart certainly full of gratitude for all that we'd already accomplished. I always note that this journey has certainly not been one that I've taken alone. It's been the love of my parents and their unconditional support, my amazing husband who saw this vision with me from day one, my loving children, my church families, my community, what I affectionately call the dream team, my incredible selfless women who form our team, our board of directors, our volunteers and supporters, like each and every one of you who have helped to make this happen. This is certainly not a 1-woman or 5-people team, but it's all of us, what we're able to do together. As I reflect with such appreciation in those early steps, I forecast with great anticipation our next steps. Barack Obama said, if you are walking down the right path and you are willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Well, we believe that we've made progress and we still keep walking. And tonight we're excited to share with you 2 additional elements to our programming. First, I'm excited to share with you that in the upcoming school year, we are going to introduce Ladies of Distinction 2.0. It's still LOD, just enhanced. It's a new and improved version. It's a rollout of our program. We are enhancing our curriculum, which accompanies us to every site, so we make sure that there's consistency. We're adding additional events and trips. I'm sure our girls would love to hear about that. We're including a Big Sister, Little Sister program so that some of our high school ladies of distinction can mentor our middle school and elementary school ladies of distinction. Ladies, LOD 2.0 will also feature a new and improved website with on-demand options. So now, one of the site coordinators mentioned to you about how the ladies are calling asking, when can we meet again? When are we going to talk again? They will have the opportunity to engage in on-demand sessions. So whether it's the weekend, during the summer, they will have an opportunity to have empowerment right at their fingertips. And listen, everything else is on demand, so should positive reinforcement. So we're excited about our LOD 2.0. Also, a new element of our program is going to be our Ladies of Distinction alumni, which we are going to affectionately call LODA. LODA. We are proud of the young ladies that have matriculated through the program. They are serving in numerous sectors, including education, medicine, and media. From nurses, nurse practitioners, to educators, administrators, working at major Fortune 500 companies. They're leading on college campuses. I am telling you, chances are high that there is a Ladies of Distinction member or alumni near you. We will give them the opportunity to network, to support them in their future endeavors. They will have an opportunity to engage in service opportunities. We're so excited about what our alumni are going to do. This next step continues to expand our reach. LODA, LOD alumni. It's going to be a lot of fun and hopefully make a lot of impact. Again, your support helps each of these next steps. Well, we're going to keep the fun going because our evening is quickly coming to an end. Let's keep the fun going as I pass it back to Ms. Lewis for our live auction. Now, listen, everything that you contribute through the auction is going toward our impacting lives. So let's have some fun and bid, bid, bid.
Wow, thank you, Janelle. And now we are going to have a lot of fun. Similar to the Fund to Need, there are 2 buttons that you will see. One will advance the bid at the designated amount. Of course, if it's an item that you really want to make sure you take home, you can select that black button and bid at any level that you would like. For this evening, we have 3 items, so make sure you get in early. The first item is self-care. And if at no other time, we all know how important self-care is. It is absolutely essential. This item has got to be in your quest for holistic health. It includes a $50 gift certificate for a massage or a facial. Who couldn't use one of those? Then you can kick back and relax with an incredible bundle. There's a gift card for you to take yourself out for dinner. Then come home, kick back, turn on a movie, and have some popcorn and candy. Hours of fun and games are included. And who would like to start the bidding at $50? Who will start us off at $50? Now, I know somebody wants a massage. All right. Now, I see our first bid coming in from Angela Artis. Thank you so much, Angela. All you have to do, if you're already registered, tap bid. If you're in the room and you're not signed into the app, just raise your hand and I can acknowledge your bid right here in the room. We are at $50 with Angela Artis. Is there anyone else? I know that you've been sitting back, waiting to get out of the house. And there's a little bit of tension that all of us probably need to release. Our next bid has come in from Desiree Brown. We are now at $75. The next bid would be $100. And who would like to bid $100? Is there a $100 bid? 100? All right. We are going to get ready to close this item. Now you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is sold to Desiree Brown for $75. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you. All right, congratulations. She's waving over there to let me know she is in the house. Congratulations. Now, our second item, you do not want to miss out on this. Don't you deserve a 5-star meal prepared by a top chef in the comfort of your own home? Our next item, a top chef will come and prepare a meal just for you and one other person. None other than Chef Ebony from Passion 923. She will bring a delectable 3-course meal to your home for 2. And who would like to start the bidding on this item? The bidding is open. We have 1 bid coming in, and I'm going to try to catch up with what's going on screen. Give me 1 second. You can bid while I'm talking and looking, though. All right, we are asking $150 for this. Now, all right, our first bid has come in. I see more bids rolling in. They're not updating here for me, but let's see what's going on. You all can keep bidding while I catch up. Now, if you have that special someone and you want to prepare a meal for them at home and impress them, what better way than to say, I personally curated this meal for you. And we have a top chef who is going to come and cook for us personally at home. We have 3 bids on this item so far. We are at $200. The next ask is at $225. $225. Have you ever had someone come in from outside of your home and prepare a meal? Now, guys, this might be a good one to get for your wife or your special someone. Give her a night off and let someone come in and cook for the 2 of you. We are asking for $225 right now. Kelly Sweat is the winner. Is Kelly Sweat in the room? All right, let's keep going. $225, $225. Who's going to bid 200? Are you all letting Kelly take this home tonight? Kelly said, I want to take it home tonight, but are you all letting Kelly take this home tonight? All right, who else is going to bid on this tonight? We are asking for $225 for a personally prepared meal just for you in the comfort of your own home. And you know, the lines are really long at the restaurants right now. Have you all been out to a restaurant since we've opened back up? Yeah, if you've been out to a line, you might want to get this so that you can have somebody come and make sure that you don't have to wait a whole hour, hour and a half for your meal. Is there anyone at $225?
Miss Lewis, I also happen to know that Chef Ebony has cooked for NFL players. And so it's really awesome. So you all deserve, we may not have NFL budget, but but you are certainly as valuable. And so she has cooked delectable meals for some of the finest. And so we are so grateful to have this option with us tonight.
That is simply amazing that you all can have something that the celebrities have. And sometimes we need to treat ourselves like celebrities. You ever treat yourself like a celebrity? For $225, the meal could be yours. Now, let me ask you, are we going to let this go for $200? We'll see. All right, this is what we're going to do, because I want to make sure that everybody, Kelly, I'd love for you to have this meal, but you all know that every dollar that we raise tonight helps ladies of distinction. So I'm asking you all to be generous, because I know if there was a Coach purse that one of us wanted on sale for $225, we'd be right in line on Dillard's on the, what is that, January 1st, I think they have that sale, waiting in line to get our purse. So I'm sure we can invest $225 in one of these groups of ladies of distinction. So this is what I want to do. Gina, can we roll to the next item, and then I want to come back to this. I just want to let it sit there for just a minute in case there's somebody who didn't have a chance to bid. Now it is time to get your ladies of your Walk In It swag. The last item for your bidding pleasure this evening is a bag full of Walk In It swag. Get geared up. This pack includes your choice of 2 Walk In It t-shirts, a zip-up jacket, a mask, a water bottle, the Walk In It magazine, a bracelet, and a few other goodies. So that everybody can play, we're starting at $25. And who will start us off? Candace Creedy has already started us off. Oh, she started us off at $50. She really wants that. The ask is $75. And who is going to bid $75? You probably can't even get a Walk In It jacket for $75. So you know you're getting a deal. And this is one thing that I do know. Typically, we go to an auction to get a deal. But when we come to a benefit auction like the one we're at tonight, we come here so that we can make a difference in the lives of young ladies. All right, we are now at $75 with Dwight Riddick. The bid is now $100. We're asking for $100. And who will bid $100? Janelle, can you tell me about that little bit more that's in the bag?
Absolutely. So step out in style at any of our events, or just if you want to, give a pop in your pink and black. We have our Ladies of Distinction our Walk In It jacket. We have my latest book, Getting It Done Without Becoming Undone, to help us kind of stay balanced, ladies, with all the many roles we play. There is a matching t-shirt that goes with the book, and it has a big hot pink foil check that says done, because we all are trying to get it done. And so there's several items in there. There's a high heel bracelet charm. And so every time you have that on, you can think about your own goals that you're trying to achieve. So there are several things in there.
Oh, thank you for the update on what is in the bag.
Sure.
And if you have a lady of distinction, I'm sure she wants to step out in all of the latest swag. Let's see where we are. We are asking for $100 still. Is there anyone at the $100 level? We are going to get ready to close this one out. In 5, you can still get in. 4, 3. I know somebody wants to sneak in real quick. 2 and 1. We are closing this one now. And if you could relay to me who that winner was, because the screen changed before I could see that. And now let's go back to that chef experience, just to make sure, in case anyone else wanted to have an opportunity to bid on it, they could. I think Gina's trying to key that up for me. We may have to let you know who won that one later. So this is what I'd like to do. We have one more thing that we'd like to do to give you an opportunity to support Ladies Walk In It tonight and the Ladies of Distinction. That is our last hero standing. At this level, our goal is to have 100% participation. Now, here's how it works. When you select the button to donate, you are donating $50. Every single time you select that button, it's another $50. So if you select it 4 times, let's do the math. How much have you donated? $200. So we're going to play that, but as an incentive for you all to play the game with us, we have a staycation planned for you. You can have a one-night stay in the Hilton Garden Inn Riverfront. And so you have a night to just get away. We encourage all of you to participate at this level. If you've already donated, still feel free to play. And we are asking for donations of $50. I know we've had some already this evening, but still feel free to give again. Let's see where we are in our donations. Is there anyone at the $50 level? They are coming in. I see the donations coming in. They're not showing. Oh, I see one on my screen now. Evelyn, thank you so much for your $50. Are we letting her get the staycation for $50? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Janelle. I did not know that. A staycation with dinner included. So just a jaunt through the Monitor Merrimack and you are there. So who else would like to donate $50 tonight? Thank you very much for your donation. We appreciate that. Is there anybody else in the room? And if you could raise your hand, we'll recognize you here. You can still tap on the phone. Please show people love in the chat as they make their final contributions for this evening. We are going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. And you have 1 more minute to donate. And while we're closing this out, I would just like to say thank you all so much for your generosity. And Janelle, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this event. There is nothing that I love doing more than investing in the future of our young children. It has been my pleasure to be here with you tonight, and I will let you announce the winner of the last hero standing as soon as Gina gets that information to us. Oh, I think she did. Gabrielle D. Williams, congratulations. And thank you so much for your generosity. I now give control back over to none other than the Reverend Dr. Janelle Riddick.
Thank you so much. Well, as we prepare to end our night, I'm so excited about what we're getting ready to do as we prepare to present our scholarship recipients for this year. Thank you again, Naomi, and we appreciate your support in preparing for tonight and for doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much. It is now time for our scholarship recipients. Recipients often do not know who they are until the gala. So of course, last year was discouraging a little bit because we always look forward to announcing that. But this year, we are able to announce it live. So we will announce 4 of our scholarship recipients tonight. However, please know that several scholarship awards have been and will continue to be presented from Walk In It Incorporated. All of our ladies, if you're watching with us tonight, because I know that some of them are, all of our ladies who apply for our scholarship will be receiving a monetary gift. And so we're so excited about that. Can you all just celebrate that because of our generous supporters each? So now I'm sure all those who didn't apply are sitting at home like, man. And so there was a one-page essay and an application. And so all of our young ladies who apply will receive something. So we tried to push as many of them to submit as possible. But tonight we want to publicly announce 4 of our recipients. Some of them are with us tonight. Some of them are not. First up, we are going to present a Notable Ladies of Distinction Scholarship Award. This award is presented to a program participant who's been active in our programming, distinguished herself in her school and community. Our first Notable Ladies of Distinction recipient, and the amount of $250 is Nia Grant. Nia is actually here with us on tonight, so I'm going to ask if you will come up on stage. We have someone who will, yes, let's celebrate Nia. As she's coming up, Nia is a graduate of Deep Creek High School in the city of Chesapeake, and Nia plans to attend Norfolk State University. Nia has been a part of the Ladies of Distinction program for 4 years, and she continues to make a wonderful impact in her life, in the lives of so many. Nia, we are proud of you. We know that you will go on to do great things. We know that you will go on to do great things, Nia, and so we are so proud of you. And this actually, we just ask that you keep in contact with us, and this will be a recurring annual gift to you, just to let you know that we support you. You're not in it by yourself. I know you have some family with you tonight. Congratulations to the family as well, and we'll continue to support you, and we know you'll make us proud. Congratulations. Congratulations to Nia. Our next Notable Ladies of Distinction Scholarship is presented to a young woman who's been active in the program and shines a bright light wherever she goes. She's a natural leader, an overall pleasant person to be around. Our second Notable LOD recipient, also in the amount of $250, is not with us tonight, but we celebrate Morgan Akiss. Morgan is also a graduate of Deep Creek High School, and Morgan will go on to attend James Madison University. You can see a photo if you're watching from your phone or watching virtually. You can see a picture of Morgan there. We celebrate you, Morgan, and thank you for being a wonderful part of our Ladies of Distinction family. Next up, this award is presented to someone who's remained active in the program for several years. This is our Ladies of Distinction Scholarship. Tonight's recipient has been active for 7 years. That means she joined in middle school, was active all throughout middle school and all throughout high school. We are so proud of her. Her passion and desire to continue to grow has been remarkable. This year's Ladies of Distinction recipient receiving a $500 scholarship. She's not with us tonight, but we certainly want to celebrate Tiara Whitfield. Tiara is a graduate of Nansemond River High School in the city of Suffolk. Let's celebrate Tiara, and if you're in the chat, we celebrate her as well. Tiara was accepted to 16 different colleges and has received several thousands of dollars in scholarships. And so we are excited and we congratulate Tiara Whitfield. Oh, Tiara's mom. Yay! Tiara's mom is here! Will you come up, please, and receive the scholarship on behalf of Tiara? Or we can meet you. We can meet you right. You want us to? Sure. When your child does well, it's a family celebration. And so we are so glad that you're able to be here with us tonight. She made sure, she said, Mom, please go. Well, thank you so much. And so we will continue to support Tiara and your entire family. Thank you all so much. Congratulations. Okay. All right. And we have one final scholarship to present tonight, and it is our Sandra B. Smith Scholarship. As I mentioned kind of throughout the history, I remember when Walk In It first started, Miss Sandra Smith was an avid supporter, and not only did Miss Smith support, but she encouraged all of her friends in whatever organization she was a part of to support Walk In It as well. And we weren't in as many sites as we are now. We didn't have the reach that we have now, but we never forget all of the tremendous support. And so we are so grateful that Miss Smith's family is here with us tonight, and they continue to support the organization in her honor. And so I'm going to ask if they will come up on stage with me tonight as we prepare to present the Sandra Smith Scholarship tonight. Will you celebrate? Coming forth is Miss Shannon Smith Harris, along with Mr. Michael Smith and all right. Did everybody want to come up, or you all are all welcome? Come on up. Come on up. This is legacy. We have generations celebrating with us tonight, and so we're just so delighted. We are so appreciative of Ms. Smith's support, and we're appreciative of her family continuing to support in her honor. Their presence here tonight means so much to us, and their consistent checking in, touching base is so important, and so we're grateful to them. So they're coming up tonight, and so I want you to see this beautiful family, and then we're going to prepare to present. Thank you. Yeah, everybody's up. All right. All right, here we go. The Sandra B. Smith Scholarship is presented to a young woman who thrives in several areas of her life and exemplifies a passion for learning and growth. We often look for someone who works hard, as did Ms. Smith, and thrives in many areas. Tonight's recipient certainly worked hard, as she will graduate as number 7 in her class. She's already received her associate's degree and will enter college as a junior. The Sandra B. Smith Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded tonight to Brenea Thatch. Often called Bree for short, as she's coming forward, Bree is an upcoming graduate of Southampton High School and plans to attend Old Dominion University. We celebrate tonight, and we're proud of all the great things that Bree has already accomplished and what is still ahead. I'm telling you, we have some amazing young women that we're surrounded by, and we're so proud of them. They are indeed blazing trails. All right. Congratulations, Bree. Congratulations. We are so proud of each and every one of our recipients and all those who apply for our scholarships. And again, thank you so much to the Smith family. We sincerely appreciate what you all have continued to do through our early years on to the current time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, everyone, our time together tonight, I believe, has been well spent. Thank you for joining us. Your financial support, your prayers, and your trust in us to get our work done and fulfill our mission means more than you may ever know. We sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. As you can see, you all have been so gracious in your giving tonight, and so we're so appreciative of what you've given. A quick reminder that the silent auction remains open until Monday, June 7th. So you have a chance to go still and look at some items that are there. At 12 noon on June 7th, it will close. There's some exciting jewelry there. I know there's a host. There's some designer sunglasses that I saw, some Versace lenses, and all types of things that we've been able to receive. So make sure you check that out. Be sure to keep watching so that you can get the item of your choice. Before you close out tonight, for those of you who are joining us virtually, all you'll need to do is click your shopping cart in the upper right-hand corner, and it will actually take you to where you can check out It will ask you if you would like to cover the credit card fee or not. That is not required. But again, on behalf of myself, our board of directors, all of the lives that we have impacted and the lives that we will continue to impact, thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your giving. And we're excited about all of the next steps. Have a wonderful evening. And to our virtual audience, thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great evening.